Thưa bà gọi chú Hoàng.
Have you noticed gas prices increasing lately in the past? Are you tired of spending a good amount of money on the gas that your car guzzles down every week? Hybrid cars are a good remedy to these issues. I've been tired of filling up my car with gas every week, and every time I fill it up, I wait for a long time as the amount I have to pay quickly goes up on the meter. But I realized that hybrid cars can really save lots of money and be much more convenient than our cars today. Hybrid cars are a good alternative to cars that use gasoline because they help save our resources and the environment, as well as the money out of our pockets. I stand for hybrid cars. In our country, and most likely in our world today, we have many problems that come from the consumption of gasoline. Most people rely on cars that use gasoline, but these cars can have some serious effects on their owners and the environment. Hybrid cars can easily solve these problems that we currently face today. One of these problems are that many Americans around the country are suffering from high gas prices, going up to $4 per gallon in some places in our country. This means that some people may have to pay up to $100 just to fill up 1 tank of gas for their vehicle. Another problem that we face today is that many cars only use about 15 miles per gallon or less, which makes their owners fill up about once every 4 days, which can become very inconvenient and expensive. Another problem that comes from using gasoline cars is that our environment is suffering from the gasoline and carbon monoxide being emitted into our atmosphere, killing many plants and animals in the environment and damaging the Earth's ozone layer. Another problem is that our economy is getting worse because of the diminishing gasoline reserves in our world. This is one factor that triggered our country's economic and financial crisis that began in 2007. Last but not least, many people in our country are suffering from diseases and health disorders that come from benzene, as well as many other assorted chemicals in gasoline. Gasoline contains many chemicals that can have harmful effects on those who use it. But with these problems, we also have to understand what causes them. One cause is Americans are being ignorant about how gasoline cars are affecting our environment. They think that hybrid cars may not make a big difference, but they do not think of the world as a whole. If everyone worked together and learned about how hybrid cars can help us today, then we would all make a huge difference in the world. Another cause is excessive gasoline is being used and consumed, bringing the U.S. economy down and keeping it in a bad state during our economic crisis. We have been using gasoline for decades now, and gasoline is a non-renewable resource, which will be gone one day. Another cause of our current problems is that gasoline must be pumped into many vehicles weekly or less. Many vehicles, especially big trucks, have a very bad fuel economy and consume lots of gas in a small amount of time, which requires gas to be filled up into their tanks every few days. This becomes very costly for the owners of the vehicles and can certainly be very inconvenient. One last and important cause of the problems that we are facing today is that gasoline vapors and benzene are being exposed to our bodies. These chemicals that are exposed to our bodies through gasoline can cause cancer or give us diseases that will last us for the rest of our lifetime, if not making it shorter. But every cause must have an effect. So what are the effects of these causes? One effect is that our environment is being affected in a negative way due to all the gasoline being emitted into the atmosphere. Our ozone is becoming damaged and many living things are being killed from the chemicals emitted by gasoline. Another effect is that the U.S. economy is going down because of the excessive use of gas. Since the amount of gasoline in our world is diminishing, gas prices are raising, which is losing our country money. If we keep using gas like we are today, then the economy will just get worse. Another effect that comes from the use of gasoline vehicles is that Americans are losing money themselves due to lots of money being spent on gas weekly, if not less. Because of the bad fuel economy of many vehicles require their owners to fill up on gas once a week or more. This is a path to making many Americans lose money. One last effect of the causes of the problems that we are facing today is that people who use gasoline cars develop health problems originating from benzene and gasoline vapors. Gasoline can cause eye and skin irritation, and higher amounts can cause kidney damage, cancer, coma, chemical pneumonitis, or death. But there must be a way to solve these problems that we are currently facing. We cannot just keep living this way that is harmful to us and the environment. We need to use a beneficial way to eliminate these causes and turn these harmful effects around. In fact, there are several solutions to the problem. One of these solutions is that we can lower the amount of gasoline pumped by using a hybrid car. Hybrid cars use electricity, which is a resource that is a lot easier and cheaper to obtain than gasoline. If we have our cars run on electricity, we will not be emitting any gasoline or any of its chemicals into the environment, and we can save lots of money. Another solution to these current problems is that you can also try looking for a car with a very good fuel economy if a hybrid car is not in your price range. Hybrid cars can be expensive, to be honest, but there are many cars being manufactured that can go up to 30 miles per gallon. That will save the amount of times that you will have to pump gas per week, and you can go further with a smaller amount of gas. Another solution is that many people can try carpooling or try to make as few trips as possible if a gasoline vehicle must be used. This will reduce the number of cars on the road and lower the number of times people must fill up on gas, as well as lower traffic levels. If none of the above solutions fit your needs or budget, there are also solutions to the health problems that come from gasoline. You can try to find medicines or vaccinations that prevent you from getting the symptoms that come from gasoline. Ask a doctor for ways that you can prevent ingestion from these harmful chemicals. What we can do to solve the problem is to consider the solutions that were mentioned earlier. We must save the environment and, most importantly, save ourselves. You must take action if you believe that we need to solve these problems. If we just keep doing what we are today, we will just keep hurting the environment and our bodies to the point where life will not be in existence anymore. Hybrid cars can save us this way. We will be using electricity, a resource that is much easier to obtain and is much more plentiful, rather than gasoline, which will be gone one day. Hybrid cars are a good alternative to cars that use gas because cars that use gas are very harmful to the environment and to humans. I stand for hybrid cars. Do you want to see our environment crumble into a big trash dump or see a big majority of the human population fighting for their lives and having health problems? If not, then you should definitely look into buying a hybrid vehicle the next time you look into buying a car. You can also tell others about how much better our world would be if everyone used a hybrid car. We can all make a difference in this world, but it all starts with you.